Hey, what's up guys? It's the Swingman here, back with another upload. Today we're going to do something special. We got a little friendly long drive competition between myself, Mikey Jarrel, who you've seen on this channel before, and also featuring Ryan Steenberg. So for those of you that don't know, Ryan Steenberg is one of the greatest in the games right now. He's currently ranked 5th in the world. He was ranked #1 at one point last season, so he's been around. He's been very successful. He's made some good money in this sport. So it was awesome to be able to meet up with him. He lives in Rochester, which is about an hour away from me in Buffalo. So it was really neat. Now, how we have it set up here, you can see I have just kind of that faded grid in the middle there. On the left, you can see I just had that 401-yard drive, which was pretty awesome. My back foot slipped out, but somehow I still made pretty solid contact and got it up in the wind. But yeah, so if I leave a dash there, that means it was out of play. So when those numbers come up on the right side, you're going to see that bottom number, which right there you can say is 42 yards left. If you're within 25 yards left or right of target, then you're in the grid. So then that score would count. So that'll give us our grid. And then also you could see there the balls look like they're going over the trees in the back. That wasn't the case. Because the flight scope measures out on a flat plane, we're actually hitting downhill. So these balls are probably going further than what they're registering. But that's why the tracer's kind of a little off. It doesn't track it all the way to the ground. So with all those things being said, it was a lot of fun getting together with these guys, being outside again, competing. Now I'm pretty much getting ready for our first competition of 2020, which is another topic I wanted to bring up. One Stop Power Shop, Bobby Peterson, and a few other long drivers are throwing together 4 events, one in each month for the next 4 months, and they're calling the association Professional Long Drive Association. So you have to become a member, and which is a small fee that will cover the cost of, the golf balls, the maintenance, all that stuff to get the grid ready, and then they'll have the event buy-ins just like your typical buy-ins for World Long Drive, because right now basically World Long Drive is getting sold by the Golf Channel, and as of right now the Golf Channel isn't getting the money that they are liking to see. So they're holding on to it, but they're not scheduling events, which is unfortunate for a long driver. And just as you guys could see there, I put together a pretty nasty set right there. So I was above 390 for 3 straight swings in the grid. So I was really excited about how I felt with the training. But yeah, so as far as the Professional Long Drive Association, they're trying to get the long drivers out competing again, in for some money, and also, just getting back out on the grid in general. And hopefully we could build something up, start our own players association, and it's just something that, it's got to be taken, into long drivers' own hands and figured out, because right now we can't rely on the Golf Channel to figure it out for us. So I'm pretty excited. At least I'll be able to get out and compete, because I love competing. Like this day right here, I'm really enjoying just being outside and hitting. Now, just to be honest with you guys, you'll see Steenberg's numbers. He's typically faster than what he's showing right now. He just actually got back from the Titan Games. So if you haven't heard of it, it's the show that The Rock hosts. And he hasn't really been training as extensively as me and, pretty much just me. Mikey hasn't been training as much as me either. But yeah, still, he's, both these guys are great ball strikers. They're very consistent. So it was very cool to be able to see all the training that I've been putting in against, guys who are consistent ball strikers. So yeah, getting on, you can see I won the first set. Essentially all we're doing is first to 3 wins. We'll win, our little friendly competition. So I was able to pull out the first win there. Now we are using range balls. So you're going to see the flight scope when it picks up the ball speed numbers. They're going to be fairly low. Like that one was 198 at 142 club head speed. That's what you guys are going to see. If you ever get a a simulator. They have a thing, it's called smash factor. So that measures how efficient you hit the ball, pretty much in the center of the face. So if you have, you know, a club head speed of 140 and you're hitting the ball 212 miles an hour, you know, that's a very high smash factor, because you really can't hit the ball much harder than that at those speeds. But with a range ball that has a low compression, you know, you swing 142, 145 miles an hour and getting around 200 ball speed, even though you're squaring it up off the middle of the face, your smash factor is going to be down. So in order to get accurate smash factor readings, you need to have a decent golf ball to match your swing speeds. And us being, you know, long drivers, professional long drivers, our speeds are obviously above the norm. So we're going to see very low smash factors with these low compression balls. So you could see here in the second round, Mikey had a very good set. He hit 3 very great shots right in the middle of the grid, and he's been working hard on trying to use the ground a lot better. And the one thing I was very impressed was the height of his drives. He has this tendency to hit his drives very low, and he has trouble getting good carry on his ball. So it was good to see him getting some carry on his drives. Unfortunately, you know, I caught one here and got him by 3 yards. So that's the thing about long drive that I love, is you don't need to put all 6 in play well. Obviously, if you could put as many shots in, quality shots in play as you can, then it's going to give you the best odds, because you know, if you hit 3 great shots and you don't get good bounces, but that 4th one gets a bounce, you know, the roll yardage counts as well. So that's why, you know, guys like, you know, Steenberg are very successful in this game. You know, he isn't the fastest guy out there, but he is very, very efficient with his numbers. So he gets good spin rates, he gets a good high draw when he needs it, he could adjust his ball flight, and he's putting himself in a position where he's given himself the most opportunities to have the furthest drive. So because when you're in long drive, it's not about being the fastest, it's about being the longest. So so as far as, you know, with me and my training, it's something that I'm trying to combine. You know, I want to get fast, but I also want to keep my spin rates low, and that's something I'm very happy about. My current situation right now is because I am able to do those things. The one thing that I would say is probably the next thing that I really have to start bearing down is my club path. So basically, you know, ideally you want to be around 0 degrees, maybe 1 to 2 degrees right of target. That will be favoring a draw. So you're basically hitting from the inside of the ball, causing that ball to go right to left. So you're going to get more roll with that type of shot. And it's more of a useful shot when you have no wind, if or if you're going right to left winds. Now, with my normal golf swing, I have been getting a lot faster. So, you know, where I'm 144 miles an hour club head speed, roughly, with my step, I'm about 141, 142 without the step when I'm locked in. When I get the sequence down, I'm still trying to be consistent with it, but that's right around where I hover without the step. So without the step, I am about 1 to 2 degrees right of target pretty consistently. So it's given me, you know, some thought on maybe I should have both swings for competition depending on wind conditions. I don't know. So but as of right now, my step feels very good. As far as solid contact, I'm a lot more consistent than I was coming off of last season. I'm putting a lot more solid shots into play, and you can see there I started out with a 390. That 375 actually felt like I hit that one better, but it died down. So yeah, as far as the training's going, as far as the swing goes, it's feeling very good. We're getting into the 3rd round here. You can see I pulled the 2nd set as well, so I'm up 2-0 to these guys, as Mikey hits one 372. So he's I know he's gonna come one day. He's gonna get to the range, and it seems like he's figuring out more and more every time we hit together. So hopefully we could get together this week. This was actually shot a few weeks back, This wasn't the first time we got together and hit. This was actually the second time us three got together. Now, I did a lot of filming the first day. We did a little bit of a different format as far as a long drive. We did more of you know, distance and accuracy points. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, when I did the recording, I wasn't being a stickler on is the simulator labeling what round we were doing, and then also in between rounds we were taking some shots while I had the camera rolling. So when you try to coordinate shots on the simulator with shots on the camera and they're not in order, it becomes near impossible to figure out where we're at as far as tracking these numbers. So I don't have footage to put together that's accurate from the first time out, and I learned that for this time. So we do have another competition I'll be posting soon from this day. As I yank the crap on that I was really trying to get back to 400 yards there, and I completely mishit that one. So that's another thing about long drive, is it's about sequencing, and when you try to muscle one, you could easily break down your sequencing, and that's something I'm learning. You can see there I straightened out my sequence and got one 393. It's not about swinging as hard as you can. It's about, you know, feeling full in your swing, getting that stretch, and, you know, rhythmically creating speed. And that's something I've learned, and I was actually very happy about that last shot, because I came off of one where I was over swinging, and immediately I told myself what adjustments I have to make, and I made those adjustments. So so that's something I'm really excited about. And, you know, come July 25th for the first event there at One Stop Power Shop, I think I'm going to be pretty confident as far as doing what I have to do as a hitter to put my best ball in the play. And there are going to be the swings in between, you know, in those 6-ball sets. There are going to be swings where I do overswing. You know, I know there's going to be times where I'm on the tee box with, you know, Berkshire or someone, you know, I'm trying to chase down. But it's not about that. It's about putting my best swing on the ball and just let everything else play out. So as Ryan wraps up his last set here, that last one, there's no data on that one. It had a misread on that. He missed high and right. So I ended up winning all three there for that day, and got myself the W. So I know those guys are trying to hit again. I'm trying to hit again. My schedule's been crazy busy, but we'll definitely get some more content. We'll get on the About Golf simulator as well, and maybe try some other ranges too. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. You know, now with kind of the everyday life on my end is starting to get a little bit more scheduled and back to normal. I'm gonna try to get some more content, especially with my men's league team starting in a couple weeks too. So I'll have some opportunities to film some new content for you guys and try to pump some more things out. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and take care.